Illuminati, Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture, films, and the world we see. Deleted scenes, where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win.
All right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land. I am Deleted Scenes, human being American, and YouTube Ronin. And I would like to welcome you to this quick unboxing video. I want to first off say hello to everyone currently following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Do you want to say hello to those of you following along in the chat? Channel member JPRPH1, channel member Last Call Troy Pacelli, my co-host on live from Sparkwood 21, host of Liquid Lunch and Friday Night Last Call, his better half, host of Thursday Things, Netters Network, Faithful Blue Wrench channel member, the Bird Woman of YouTube. Watch out for her second channel, Fluff Chick Productions. It's kind of clear. All right. All right. So here, let me, yeah. Hopefully everybody can see and hear me okay. All right, so I got the most recent package ready to go. All right. We will get the slicey slicey knifey knifey. Yeah, you see me good. All right. Welcome to Liam Zen channel. Welcome. Just a quick unboxing video. I got a package from Amazon earlier today. That is one of two that I'm supposed to be receiving here in the next week. As you all may know, Criterion had a half-off sale over the last week, so I decided to partake. All right. And so I have two new 4Ks here. And the first one is the Red Circle. With, here, let me switch this out so you can see this a little bit better. And this is the Red Circle. And it is a from I forgot what year this is from. 1970. Okay. I don't see as well as I used to, folks. Alain Delon plays a master thief. Fresh out of prison, crosses paths with a notorious escapee and an alcoholic ex-cop. The unlikely trio plot a heist against impossible odds until a relentless inspector and their own pasts seal their fates. With its honorable anti-heroes, coolly atmospheric cinematography, and breathtaking set pieces, The Red Circle is the quintessential film by Jean-Pierre Melville, master of the ambiguous and introspective crime cinema. All right. This is the 4K restoration, uncut version of the film. Uncompressed monaural soundtrack. Dolby Vision HDR. Segments from a 1971 episode of a show I'm not going to bother to try to pronounce because it is in French, which features Jean-Pierre Melville. Interviews with Assistant Director Bernard Stora and Rui Nogueira, author of Melville and Melville. On-set and archival footage featuring interviews with Melville, Alain Delon, Yves Montand, and Andre Bourvil. And a trailer. Essays by film critics Michael Segro, Chris Fujiwara. Excerpts from Melville and Melville, 2000 interview with composer Eric Dennerson. And an appreciation by filmmaker John Woo. Okay. So we go ahead and go through the plastic here. So that we can see the inside a little bit better. Okay. What is this? This is the Red Circle. I got a couple of 4Ks through the Criterion sale. So okay, it's the booklet that comes with it, with the essays. You might remember this fellow from The Longest Day, if you've ever seen that. All right. That's the 4K disc. That's the Blu-ray. And that's the inside cover. I've been looking forward to seeing this one for a while, but I wanted to find an uncut version of it because apparently there's a couple of different cuts that are shorter, but this is supposed to be the complete and uncut version. Runs about 2 hours and 20 minutes. It's called The Red Circle. Now, if anybody has ever seen John Woo's movie Hard Boiled, you'll remember there's a scene in that movie where Chow Yun-fat has to shoot a very small target from a distance. And that is actually a reference to this film where Yves Montand does the same thing. So, you know, in Hard Boiled, you know, he's got just a handgun to do it with, and you know, he's got to shoot this small target from down this hallway. Here's a little different, you know, and whereas in this film, Yves Montand has a sniper rifle on a tripod, and again, a small target from a distance. And he's waiting, and he hesitates. And then he just rips the rifle off the tripod, snaps off a shot, and he gets his target. And in Hard Boiled, Chow Yun-fat does the same thing, where he doesn't even aim, he just plow, you know. So that's where that comes from. And I'm pretty interested to see the John Woo segment on this, because he has mentioned on a number of occasions that Melville was an influence on his films, and that's pretty obvious. Les Samurai and The Killer have some things in common. The Red Circle and Hard Boiled have some things in common. So I'm really looking forward to seeing this. This is the Can't Leave Out the Spine, and of course there's the back. So, The Red Circle from 1970, Jean-Pierre Melville. All right, now for the one I am pretty sure that you guessed from the thumbnail. And this is Point Blank from 1967, directed by John Borman, who is the director of Excalibur. And this is Lee Marvin as the Richard Stark Parker character. And this was a movie that was remade, starring Mel Gibson in the movie Payback. This is the original version. And the book The Hunter is the kind of based on it. And I should say this is based on The Hunter. And again, kind of one of my favorite sort of crime genre films. Lee Marvin was always a big favorite of mine. And Lee Marvin, before he was an actor, he was a Marine. And he was wounded at Iwo Jima. And he's actually buried in Arlington National Cemetery, which is where my father is interred. And I actually, when I was there, I tried to find Lee Marvin's gravesite. Unfortunately, didn't really have the chance to look, but my understanding is that his headstone reads Lee Marvin, United States Marines, Iwo Jima, and that's all it says. So it obviously meant something to him. He was actually wounded in Iwo Jima, and he got hit by a sniper. He was actually shot in the back, and the bullet kind of zigzagged around and it caused like 4 separate wounds. Look into Lee Marvin's backstory before he was an actor. It's really they could have made a movie about his war experiences, if they really wanted to. So basically, if you've seen Payback, or if you've read Richard Stark's The Hunter, you know the general story. He goes on this job with his kind of crime partner and his wife. He is double-crossed. He's shot, left for dead, and his cut of the loot is taken away. And sometime later, he's now recovered. He's back in LA, and he wants his money. And he kind of goes on this whole odyssey, working his way up through this criminal organization to get his money back. And it's a pretty interesting film. It's very 60s, but it's pretty good. So let's open this up. Now, I have heard some people say they have some issues with the transfer. Obviously, having not seen it yet, I can't speak to that. So hopefully it won't, if there is a problem, it won't be too much of a takeaway, but if I watch it and I see a big issue, I'll let everybody know. So, okay, there's obviously to cover his spine, and then the back cover. And the movie's only about an hour and a half, so it doesn't outstay its welcome. Dr. John Borman brought the gangster drama to new realms of modernist abstraction with the stylized revenge thriller, which transforms hard-edged pulp into a Kaleidoscopic psychological puzzle. Lenny Marvin is iconically cool as the enigmatic Walker. They call him Walker instead of Parker. Who, after he's betrayed and left for dead by his best friend during a robbery, embarks on a brutal quest for vengeance, aided by a jaded ex-Small, played by Angie Dickinson, who has her own complex motives for helping him. Capturing Los Angeles locales with a surreal pop art eye, Borman locates the existential dread lurking beneath the city's sunlit surface. All right, so new 4K restoration, supervised and approved by director Borman, with uncompressed monaural soundtrack. One 4K HD disc of the film presented in Dolby Vision HDR. One Blu-ray with the film and special features. Audio commentary by John Borman and Steven Soderbergh. Curious to listen to that. Interview with Borman conducted by author Jeff Dyer. New interview with critic Mark Harris. New reflections on Point Blank by filmmaker Jim Jarmusch. And I believe you can find that segment on YouTube. A new program on a mid-century Los Angeles architecture featured in the film with historian Alison Martino. The Rock, 1967, a short documentary on Alcatraz and the making of the film, because the third act of the film takes place on Alcatraz. Spoiler alert for a 50-plus-year-old film. Interview with Marvin from a 1970 episode of The Dick Cavett Show. Trailer. And a essay by Jeff Dyer. English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. All right, so let's open this up. Here, of course, is the booklet with the essays. Angie Dickinson. And this actually, like, folds up. All right, there is the, that's the 4K. And here is that's the Blu-ray. And there's the inside cover, which is a shot from inside Alcatraz, I believe. So, okay. That is Point Blank. Classic neo-noir crime thriller. And The Red Circle, directed by Jean-Pierre Melville. So, two new 4Ks from the half-off Criterion Collection sale. Plus, I had some credit left through Amazon, so I actually got these for a pretty good price. And I would suggest checking both of these movies out. All right. So that is that's the unboxing for this evening. Some upcoming events here on the channel. I might do one more unboxing tomorrow, because I'm supposed to be getting another package to Amazon tomorrow. So I might do another quick one tomorrow night. I also want to remind everybody, Thursday at 5:30, I am going to be joining Outlaw Bill for Action Theater. This week's movie is Die Hard with a Vengeance, with of course Bruce Willis returning as John McClane, and that's the film with Jeremy Irons as Hans Gruber's brother Simon, who's back for revenge, and Samuel L. Jackson's in that one as well. Graham Greene and a few other familiar faces will be pointing out along the way. Later on that night at 11 p.m. is my program Coming Attractions, where you get to find out what I am going to be doing in the next week, up to and including my appearance Saturday night on Films with Friends, where I am going to be subbing for Troy and Netter, and I'll be joining Big Al Presents for The Adventures of Baron Munchausen, the Terry Gilliam film with John Neville, who you X-Files fans might remember as the well-manicured man. Robin Williams is in that movie as well. Uma Thurman, Eric Idle, pretty big cast. So check that out. And Sunday, I will be joining Bill for Western Cinema Presents. That's going to be 4:30 p.m. Eastern. And we are going to be watching episodes 7 and 8 of the Yellowstone Origin Series 1883 with Tim McGraw and Faith Hill, along with Isabel May, LaMonica Garrett, and, of course, Sam Elliott. Also, later that night at 8 p.m. will be my program Unscripted. I got a couple of ideas about what I might be doing on that show this week, so stay tuned. It's going to be a fun one either way, guys. Last couple of weeks have been a little on the dark side. This one's going to be fun. So stay tuned for that. Of course, right after that at 9 p.m., I am going to be guest hosting along with Aged Boomer for Geeky Geezers. I believe Al's going to be joining us for that as well. Talking about the Week in Geek, as we say. And right after that, Boomer. Boomer is going to be joining me for the next episode of Reserved Seats. And we are going to be talking about Zach Krager's movie Weapons. And, maybe a few other things along the way. And no Doctor Who this week, since Troy and Ed are going to be away. So reserved seats might be a little bit longer this week than usual. But it's going to be a fun one, so make sure to join us there. Let's see. And, of course, that gets us right back around to Tuesday, where we will be having the next episode of Live from Sparkwood 21, our Twin Peaks retrospective series. And, of course, I'll be joined by Troy and Netter, who will have returned by then, and Boomer. Okay, the chat is jumping. I don't want to leave you guys out. JPRPH1 asks, so tell me, will you be showing any of these directly on the YouTube platform itself? Not directly. Not directly, but yeah, who knows? Maybe I can talk Bill or Troy or Al into a watch party for one or both sometime down the line. So we'll see. Welcome to Tommy and the Guinea Pig Collective. I'm trying. My thumbs are tired. I don't blame you. All right. So in conclusion, once again, Jean-Pierre Melville's The Red Circle, starring Alain Delon and Yves Montand. Classic French 70s era crime drama. And, of course, Lee Marvin in Point Blank, the adaptation of the Parker novels. And, all right, check these both out. Got them during the Criterion sale. Arrived earlier today. So, check those out. So, thank you all. Very much. Thank you to everyone following along on X. I can't see you, but I know that you're there. Thanks to Troy and Netter for the raid. Thank you, JP and Connie. Thank you, Tommy. Welcome to Liam Zen channel, a name I'm seeing for the first time. Hope you enjoyed the show. Hope that you will be interested in my other content and stick around for that. hit the like, share out the stream. If you're new to the channel, become a subscriber. Click on the bell icon for notifications. And memberships are available as well. All right. Tommy says he sees an Outlaw Josey Wales figure today. All right. Well, that'd be something to look into for sure. All right. Well, thank you all once again for joining me this evening. And as I always say at the end of every broadcast from HQ and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond, good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Because this is how we win.
Ronin's back, slicing through the noise with a culture attack. Pop culture films in the world we see. Deleted scenes where the truth runs free. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties with views to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Take care, stay strong, we're breaking the mold. Be safe, stay healthy, let the story unfold. From watch parties, reviews to the news we spin. Deleted scenes, yeah, this is how we win. Yeah. Yeah.